Beginning our breathing exercise, we're simply going to take a nice deep breath to the count of 5, holding that. Pause, and then breathe out to the count of 5. You can breathe out through your nose or your mouth. Breathing in again to the count of 5, and then pause, and breathing out to the count of 5. Breathing in again to the count of 5. Pause. Breathing out to the count of 5. And as you do that, let's say we're going to do that 3 times. Feel yourself relaxing. Feel your shoulders relaxing, your neck relaxing, the facial muscles relaxing. Feel as though you're melting, and you can always do a saying to yourself, I'm letting go. I feel as though I'm floating on water. And the more you can feel that, your body will respond to your instruction. Your body will respond to your voice, your intention. You're creating new patterns, but you're creating new patterns in the quantum field, in the heart field. Now you can be as vocal as you want, or you can be as quiet as you want. When you're in the workplace, I can understand you want to do this subtly, and that's fine. When you're at home, you can be a little bit more dramatic, but you have fun with it. It's not a regime. It's just an approach to getting you into the heart field in a playful, relaxed manner. And the more you practice it, that's when the magic begins. So let me know how you do. Hi there, I'm Barbara Smeltzer. I'm a mentor, a coach, use many different modalities, hypnosis, quantum hypnosis, alchemy and such, and it's for the sole purpose of getting you to release your patterns and beliefs that have kept you stifled and stuck in ways that don't allow you to experience the fullness of why you're here on planet Earth in this lifetime. Each of us have a unique purpose and awesome abilities to be able to fulfill the design by which we've come here for. And through life's unfolding, we've not been taught how to release and let go of judgments we've made, conclusions we've made about different events in our lives. And a lot of us, even in our childhood, have experienced a lot of trauma, abuse, and we think we've left it behind when in reality it has followed us. And what I'm talking about is when you've been abused, for instance, whether it's sexual abuse or physical abuse or emotional abuse, it traumatizes a child to the point where, in order to survive, many times that child's soul will splinter and segment, and you won't be fully present in your body. And when that happens, our heart is closed many times. We're not fully present to experience the awesomeness of life because we're stuck in those cycles. And what happens, our perception is distorted. For instance, if you saw an accident and there were 20 people around you that also saw this accident, and then a reporter went around to each person and said, what did you see? You're going to get 20 different variations of what everyone saw. And it's because each person has a library, we'll call it, of patterns that have accumulated over their lifetime. And these patterns are in your database, in your mind, and your brain will use this to program your future. And if you don't know how to switch tracks from going from the mind to the heart to the soul to operating from source energy, collective consciousness, if you will, or God, if you will, you're going to feel as though it's the same old, or you're going to react in certain ways to certain situations, events, or personalities that upset you, and over again, and it seems as though you're stuck. And I'm going to share with you a simple technique today that will help you understand that there is a way to master all of this. We're not talking about management. We're talking about healing. We're talking about going from one frequency, which is the beta, down to the heart frequency, which is the alpha, the theta, and delta. And by the way, when we go to sleep at night, we experience all those three, the alpha, the theta, and delta. We never stay at one of those frequencies. We're in and out of them. And so you can actually experience these frequencies while you're awake. And you simply do it by breathing. Now, you don't have to be in a yoga position. You don't have to be sitting in a chair with your eyes closed or laying on the bed with, in that position either. We're talking about going through the day and just doing breathing practices. And we're just going to give you one set today to show you that as you're mindful of this, and you have to set your intention that today I'm going to practice my breathing. And you're just talking about taking 30 seconds to a minute to get yourself settled into this track, if you will, this vibration. How do you know when you're there? You're feeling good, feeling relaxed. And interesting enough, when you start operating more on a consistent basis from this heart field, you get all that needs to be done completed without feeling any pressure. Because when you're in the mindset, the linear thinking, there's a past, the present, and the future. So there's always this concept of time. You have that almost like a clock going on in the back of your mind. But when you're in a quantum field, everything gets done. And someone said to me, that sounds like magic. Well, because we haven't experienced this on a consistent basis, or some of us not at all, it does seem like magic. And it is miraculous. And the more you practice it, life becomes easier. Life becomes more enchanting, more miraculous. And we're going to just do that today. We're going to practice just doing a breathing exercise.